Just getting ready to take a quick look around and see if I see anything out of sorts, and then also get a quick assessment of what I'm going to be working on here with the power steering pump and reservoir. As you may notice, I checked the fluid level multiple times. With the way this reservoir sits at an angle, you don't get a clean mark, and so you can't really get the best idea of where that fluid is sitting. I'm under now, so that I can try and get some gravity going with this. It sounds like I'm in nothing. Oh. Get a little back pressure. That's working a lot better. It's working. Slow, but it's working. The one that we used for the power steering, or I'm sorry, for the automatic transmission, that one was a lot better. This one's slow. Slow. But I'm filling up. Alright, I fed it down a little bit deeper, so we'll see what we got. There we go. Here comes some more. While this works, it's definitely amateurish, slow, messy, very tiresome. It looks pretty empty. Get a closer look there. Looks like the reservoir is fairly empty. I would think it would hold a lot more than this. See if we can get a little more fluid. I got about, I'd probably call that 12, maybe 13 ounces of power steering fluid out of the reservoir. Now, mind you, I've had some that leaked out as well over time that I have not replaced. So it's quite possible there would have been 16, who knows how many more. I don't want to go say 18, but I've got 2 of these bottles, 12 ounces of the Lucas power steering stop leak. I'm going to put a bottle in and, check and see how full we are, and then go from there. There we go. Stuff's pretty thick. I don't want to go over and then have to pull some back out. Let's see how full that is. There's a few ounces still left in there. Looks like it barely registered, but I'm going to start it up anyway. Going to take it for a test drive through the neighborhood and see how everything does. Hoping that it gets quieter. It was a little noisy coming out of the garage, but quieter or if I think it's getting quieter. But we'll see. Kind of have my doubts about this fix, even before I started, but we'll see. Nervous I overfilled it just a little bit, but I can always pull a little out, but I'd hate to have to do that. But we'll see. Maybe some will settle a little bit driving around. Didn't really get a whole lot quieter. It's still the sound, but it's not terrible. The real test will be see if it leaks. So it was a tad over full, and I went with an unorthodox method for reducing. I'm sure I'll get some comments, but rags. I stuck a couple of clean rags in there, soaked up a little and pulled it out because I didn't feel like doing that siphon again. What I found was the Lucas did stop the leak. So that's good. Now I didn't do a full fluid exchange. There was still going to be fluid in the system. What I did was I emptied what was in the reservoir and replaced what was in the reservoir. That was sufficient enough to get the leak to stop. Still hear a little bit of noise, but it's not tremendous. I don't have squeals or, the loud pitch, but you do hear the system working. Not enough for me to change it out, the pump, but I'm not happy about it. I would like that sound not to be there, but I will live with it. So super cheap, super easy comparatively to the amount of time it would take. That ball siphon, I think that cost me $7. The Lucas, I think, was $14. So all said and done, I'm 21 bucks in. I actually thought I was going to need 2 bottles of Lucas. So what I did was I took the other one back, got my money back. So 14 for the Lucas, 7 on the ball pump, or the ball siphon, and good to go. Now that ball siphon, that's a joke. That thing, it's not the best. Did the job, but it's not something I would use on the regular, especially if I was going to be moving more fluid. So, anyways, the one that Scott and I used when we did the transmission fluid, now that was a heck of a lot better, but that's a much more expensive unit, and it's not something I wanted to invest in. So, it was a success. I got no leaks in the driveway, and I got the fluid out. I put the fluid in. Everything's there. So I would call this a win. Inexpensive win. So on to the next one. So I'd like to add to that with, if I was to have this done at a shop, it was going to run me $300. If I was to replace the pump myself, I was going to be looking at about $75, $80 with the pump as well as the fluid. Having done it myself for about $21 on the inexpensive, I'd say that's a definite win. This has been Rob's Garage. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. And if you'd like to see more, make sure to subscribe. As always, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and share it with your friends. So until next time, guys, Rob's Garage.